Hi, good day everyone. I'm Bella Clarissa Menes, and now I will discuss the trading participants. So first we have an investors. Investors, also referred to as stockholders or shareholders, are those who own shares of a stock of a publicly listed company. They are accorded certain privilege like the right to fair and equal treatment, the right to vote and exercise related rights, and the rights to receive dividends and other benefits due to stockholders. They are classified as either retail or institutional and local or foreign. An investor is an individual that puts money into an entity such as a business for a financial return. So the main goal of the investor is to minimize risk and maximize the return. It is in contrast with a spectacular who is willing to invest in a risky asset with the hopes of getting a higher profit. Stockbrokers. A stockbroker or trading participant is licensed by the Securities and Exchange Commission and is entitled to trade at the exchange. They act as an agent between a buyer and seller of stocks in the market. For their services as stockbrokers, they receive from their clients either a buying or a selling commission. As of July 2023, the PSE has 125 active brokerage houses. The representatives or the sales license of these accredited stockbrokers convene daily at certain specified hours on the trading floor of the exchange where they sell and buy shares of stocks for the account for the client. They execute orders in the market to the greatest possible advantage of their customers by buying at the lowest possible price or by selling at the highest possible price. Stockbrokers, so this is the agent or firm that charges a fee or commission for executing buy or sell orders from an investor. So stockbrokers also act as a financial advisors, assisting the individual lacking trading knowledge and ensure their money in invested in the right places at the right time. And here there are two types of brokers. So we have traditional and online. So in traditional, this is who assign a licensed salesman to handle your account and to make your order via phone call, SMS, or messaging apps. So ang traditional stockbroker, also known as a full-service broker. It is a professional or brokerage firm that provides a comprehensive range of financial services to investors. And dito naman sa online, those whose main interface is online trading platform where clients execute their orders and access market online information. Online trading allows you to trade from anywhere and anytime, even from multiple devices. Online trading is a method that facilitates buying and selling of financial instruments such as mutual funds, equities, bonds, gold bonds, derivatives, stocks, and commodities through an electronic interface. Third, we have a listed companies. Listed companies, also called issuers, are those whose shares of stocks are traded on the exchange. These companies qualified with the listing and report trail requirements of the PSE and have gone through initial public offering or the IPO or listing by way of introduction. As of July 2023, there are 285 listed companies in the PSE. These are classified into 6 different sectors: financials, industrials, holding firms, property, services, and mining and oil. A listed company is a public company. It has issued shares of its stock through an exchange with each shares representing the ownership of the company. Clearinghouse. Securities Clearing Corporation of the Philippines, the SCCP, is a wholly owned subsidiary of the exchange. It was established to ensure the orderly settlement of equity trades executed at the PSE. The SCCP uses the Central Clearing and Central Settlement System purchased from the Capital Markets Corporation of Belgium. So clearing agencies are self-regulatory organizations that are required to register with the SEC. Like all SROs, They are responsible for writing and enforcing the rules and disciplining member. There are two types of clearing agencies, the clearing corporations and depositories. And now, let us tackle the clearing corporations. So it is such the National Security Clearing Corporation and the Fixed Income Clearing Corporation compare member transactions, clear those trades, and prepare instructions for automated settlement of those trades. Clearing corporations often act as intermediaries in making securities settlements. And sa depositories naman, it is namely the Depository Trust Company. It is hold securities certificates for their participants, transfer position between participant, and maintain ownership record. So institution formed to facilitate the exchange. The example here is the clearance. It is the payment or the securities or derivatives transactions. The clearinghouse stands between two clearing firms, also known as member firm or the participants. Its purpose is to reduce the risk of a member firm failing to honor its trade settlement obligations. When you buy financial products like shares, the order you place is fixed and final. So, clearinghouse will then handle or they do the transaction. Yung clearinghouse daw is how the banks and financial institution guarantee the payment and delivery of securities between two parties of the transaction. They make sure that you will get the right amount at the right price you paid for them. So sa clearinghouse, ini-eliminate nila yung counterparty risk. In other words, even if the seller goes bankrupt, you will get the shares by guarantee, by standing in for the sellers and making sure that the buyer will get their securities, vice versa. Pero if my shares go up, then the clearing houses loses money. It won't, because the transaction, it will monitor any changes in the price. Depository. Philippine Depository and Trust Corporation. The PDTC acts as security depository or custodian of listed shares of stocks that are traded at the PSE. It was organized to establish a central depository in the Philippines and to implement scriptless trading. The PDTC performs book entry transfer of securities from sellers to buyers' accounts during settlement of exchange trades. Then, from one PDTC participants to another per client institution, and from lenders to borrowers' account from loan transactions. So, ang depository participant is dapat is registered siya at tinatawag din na agent of depository. Usually, it is also stockbrokers. So, if a new investor intends to open a account, it can only be done through depository participants. The securities are issued by agents associated with depositories who are also known as depository participants. Settlement banks. The PSE has 10 accredited banking institutions where trading participants make and receive payments for stock transactions. The settlement banks accepts deposit of funds of payment of securities bought, confirm payments of due clearing obligation to SCCP, debit buyer's cash account and credit seller's cash account during settlement, and receive or return cash collateral that put up by clearing members to cover their daily trade negative exposures. So a settlement is a final stage of the payment process whereby the acquiring banks collects funds from the card holders, issuing banks, through the payment gateway. A settlement bank is a bank that processes transactions on behalf of someone who receives a payment, usually a merchant. Transfer agents. The stock transfer agent is considered the official keeper of the corporate shareholders' records. The stock transfer agent provides a issuer of the leased company with the list of holders of its security. They effect transfer of beneficial ownership and process corporate action like stock or cash dividends, stock rights, stock splits, and collation of proxy forms. Transfer agents record changes of security ownerships, maintain the issuer security holder record, cancel the issued certificate, and distribute dividends. Transfer agent stands between issuing companies and security, so there is no SRO that governs transfer agents. The SEC has announced rules and regulations for all registered transfer agents. The intent is to facilitate the prompt and accurate clearance and settlement of securities transactions and assure the safeguarding of securities of funds. Credit rating agencies, so it is providing the opinions on the creditworthiness of the company or security. They indicate the credit quality by means of a grade. So transfer agent, it is working for the security issuer to record changes of ownership. Transfer agents are usually banks or trust companies, but sometimes a company acts as its own transfer agent. A transfer agent, it is a trust company, bank, or similar institution assigned by a corporation for the purposes of maintaining an investor's financial record and tracking each investor's account balance. The transfer agent records transactions and cancels and issues certificates. It also handles a host of other investors' problems, including reissuing lost or stolen certificates.